All right, so it seems like everybody really likes the 5500 stuff here, and I do too. It's fun having this truck, working on it, getting it situated and set up. This is one of the two shelves that I had custom made to go in here. What this is some 11 gauge, which is 1/8 inch, and then there's a 1x1 steel tubing that runs underneath the lip of it. I had this broke over, and then back here it actually goes over this ledge, so it's sitting there on it. And then on this end I got some blocks inside this rail right here on both sides. Well, not on that side, but I meant over here, right here too, and got them locked down where they can't move. And then I've got that tube welded to the front of this where they've got it broke over for me, so it'll hold, and put 3 saws up here and 3 down there. I can actually put one more, and I did it yesterday. It'll sit right in here like this. All I need to do is make me a hanger that attaches up here that'll catch the handlebar on it. And what I'll do is I'll put the 362 right here where this saw is sitting, and then I will turn this saw around and catch the handlebar right here and let the top of the bar go back down in there like that, and it'll go down there just fine. All right, now I'll show you the carpet here. I just went to Lowe's and got some that's like, you know, the like for mats and stuff like that. You can buy it bulk off a roll and get them to cut it for you. So I just got a bunch of it, and I've actually got more of it over there too, but it works very, very well for doing stuff like this, to where it's just not the saw sitting on bare metal and they're sliding around, and it's just laid on there is all. So I cut it, got it sit on there, and I put it down in the bottom. I'm gonna put it in every one of these things here, but the way I've got this done, this is the 400 right here. I actually looked on the see what I paid for that saw, because I just went and got it. That saw was $9.19 is what that saw was for that 400. I got kind of mixed feelings about it. I didn't think it was going to be quite that much, but it was, like I said, $9.19. And then this is the 500 here. We'll see if it's leaking any. I may have stopped all that mess from that thing leaking gas out of it. I'm not sure. I'll know here in a few more days. And then this is the 661, and it's got a 36-inch bar on it. It's backed all the way up right there, and I could get away with a 42 on it. This box right here is 56 inches from track to track, so it's actually going to be a little bit wider from wall to wall. So I'm very happy with that. I've had a lot of people ask, you know, why do I need so many saws, or why do I have so many saws? Simply, it makes sense for me because I do so much cutting and consecutive cutting, so that like if I just run, I don't have to worry about trying to get saws ready the night before for the next day. I can just grab other saws, or if I hit a piece of metal, or if I run out of gas or something and need to get something done real quick, I can just reach up, grab another saw, keep right on rolling. And the other thing is too, it's fun making the videos with them and doing that stuff like that. I've got a bark box going to be delivered today for the 400 right there. I do like that saw a lot. I'll get into more of it. Once I run it some more and do some, I'll do a review on it. But like I said, they sit in here nice. You don't hear no clanking around, nothing like that or anything. Sits in there just like that. So yeah, that worked pretty good. All right, we'll go around over here on the other side and I'll show you the other box, how I got it fixed up. So this is the driver's side over here. I've got my two top handle saws, the battery saw sitting right here, the T540 gas saw right there, and then behind that is a measuring wheel right there. I do a lot of measuring and stuff on things. Here's this other shelf, identical, had it built the same way, had it broke over. I got a piece of tubing on this side, and then over here it locks down same way. Carpet on top of this one, same thing. And then I'm all time busting water lines and stuff like that when I get in these people's yards. So I had just my PVC mixed in bags, basically, is all it is. So I had these boxes, and I took and just throwed a divider in them, a cardboard divider in them, and halved them. And so this is all big stuff, like 1.25 inches up to 1.5 inches. Got my glue in there, and then I got fittings over, threaded fittings, all kind of different compression fittings, like 1/2 inch, all 1/2 inch stuff's right there. And then this side over here, this is primarily what we fool with in our area is 1 3/4 inch. So I got tons of 1 inch and tons of 3/4 in there. And in the event that I bust water lines, it'll be a lot easier for me to find the stuff. I've got an extra 24 inch bar down there, a gallon of chain oil, and like I said, put carpet down there. I got carpet under here. I've got short sections of PVC underneath this area here. I've got a half up to 1 inch up under here, and then of course all my tools and stuff are in there. But here is the carpet right here. I'm going to cut more of it, and I'm gonna put it in the rest of these boxes, this one and that one, and on that side same thing over there, and get that done. And then I'm also going to come back and I'm going to line the inside of my drawers with it too. It'll actually work very well, like if, you know, if anything drips on it, like oil or whatever, because it won't just keep getting on it and sliding around. And then I've got in the possum belly back there, I've got some longer section of 3/4 and 1 inch PVC back there too. One thing that I did, let's see here, last night I put some anti-slip stuff on the tailgate here. This tailgate gets very slick whenever you step up on it, your boots are wet and all that stuff like that. So I am currently looking for my backup camera. This truck was supposed to have come with a backup camera loose on it. I don't know where loose means, whether that's in the cab or whatever, but it's not on the truck. I did find the plug for it. It's, get the screen where I can see. The plug for the camera is sitting right there beside the fuel tank. You can actually get to it from up underneath the bottom of it, and where you plug the camera in. And I love the possum belly right here. See, there's the PVC right there on that side there. And so irregardless, I'll get whether I actually reached out to the dealer this morning to question them about the camera, because it's like I said, it specifically says in the owner's manual that it's shipped loose in 45 5500s. But of course this truck sat over there for a while on the dealer lot before the bed came in for like 5 months or so. So there's no telling, because I know that there was a couple of times that they were wanting to like rob parts off of this one, and they had to stop them from doing that. But yeah, I'll get that figured out one way or the other. I'll end up with me a backup camera on it. But the fuel tank is works very, very well. We are not working today in the woods because I think we had another over 3 inches of rain yesterday, and it's very, very wet. It's still running off bad. Matter of fact, we've got to move to a complete different job. The job that we're on right now in the woods is just not going to work. And so it's happened the last 2 or 3 weeks to where well, I've been rained out at the beginning of the week in the woods, and I've only worked like a day or so each week in the woods, and then I've done tree work and excavator work the rest of the week. So it's worked out good for me as far as that goes and all. But so I got some stuff here that I'm gonna do and take care of there, and so far I'm very happy with the bed. I had one guy ask me about how the powder coat's holding up. He said he had one that he had started flaking off within a day or two of getting it. I hadn't had any trouble with that. That's been very good. The only complaint, and I mentioned this in another video, I wish they had a different latching system on the insides of these doors. You pull these things down, and the way it was is one of these was turned in, which made no sense whatsoever, and it's just the way that they were mounted, because one mounts this way and the other one mounts the other way. So I took and knocked the spring pin out right there and flipped it around where both of them would be facing back this way on both sides, because man, you couldn't, the one that was sticking in, you couldn't even grab it and all. So I was tipped off on some upgrades that I could do inside the cab from Hank at Hamiltonville Farms, and so I'm going to look into doing that. There's all kinds of really cool stuff available for these trucks, and I've got a couple things for my next steps. We'll change this whole, I want to change this whole console out right there, and they make a thing that is just cool as heck that goes right there, that basically you can take and turn this truck, the tradesman class of it, you can turn it into daggum like a Laramie. And so that's going to be my next step, and then the compressor unit and all that stuff too will be that. So very happy with the truck. I love the 488 gears in it, and the way that it does and works. And I know, from what I understand, you just cannot hardly get these trucks right now at all. So just a quick video kind of updating all that stuff today. Hunter's gonna be over here in a little bit. We're gonna cut the grass here at the house and get that done. I think he wants to change the oil in his lawnmower, so I think he's got one brand new lawnmower that's ready for an oil change on it, and we'll get that done if he wants to do that, and we'll roll like it. So there you go. We'll catch y'all later. Taters.